Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Now, when we left off, we had just plundered an ancient grave and, well, yeah, kind of murdered an entire village, so there's also that. But I don't really mind that because, well, we did gain some pretty decent skill points anyway. I think the game is probably going to sort of give you those skill points anyway. I don't think they're going to penalize you for taking one path over the other, surely. I mean, yeah, you have to live with that consequence and everything, but I think they're probably going to be quite fair when it comes to those things. So yeah, maybe I'll get maybe 5 less skill points or something, but don't think that really makes too much difference. Anyway, the faint, sickly sweet stench of carrion hangs in the wind. Ahead, you see the dark forms of crows flapping eagerly against the pale sky. As you approach, you find signs of battle and blood-soaked soil. Several bodies litter the area, and the dark birds have begun their feast. Well, let's stay and investigate then. You decide to search the area. With raised voices and flailing arms, you chase away the crows who take wing with raucous protest. Then, you set about your grim task. Though you search for a while, you find little to implicate who these warriors once were. You do, however, think that you might be able to salvage some of their arms and armor, lest the elements claim good steel and sturdy hide. Roskva dusts off her hands and looks at you, brow furrowed. If you are thinking to take from the dead, you would do well to remember the whites. All that we see here belongs to them. Take if you wish, but do not steal. Scavenge, but leave an offering. That's what we should do. You uncover an intact piece of equipment, worn but serviceable. As payment to the spirits of the land, you leave an offering of silver behind. Okay, so we received some hide armor and we lost 10 valuables. I think that's actually perfectly fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So let's actually just take a look and see if we can give someone some better armor. Kettle's clothes. Is the hide armor better for him? Much better, yes. Much better. I'm going to give him some better armor. Is it worth it for him to have better armor, though? Because we could give Gunnar better armor. Yeah, I think we'll give Gunnar better armor, actually, because it doesn't seem like Kettle really... I don't think he really needs... Where is his... Where's his armor? I have no idea. Where did it... Oh! Ah, never mind. I can just unequip that, and then he gets automatic... Oh, okay, right, okay, so... Basically, you're always having some kind of clothes underneath. Okay, well, that's good to know. I actually thought to myself that it was a unique item or something along those lines. But no, it's actually not. Anyway, there you go. So Gunnar actually has some pretty decent armor on now. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be traveling over here first. So, we can actually maybe, yeah, there we go. Everyone is fatigued, so I think it would probably be a good idea for us to head into the campsite and take out the various units. Oh, never mind. We don't even have to do that. It just has low security. Okay, that's absolutely fine then. So, hunting, guard. Yeah, he can then guard, and then I'm going to make him guard, and then he will guard at the end. There you go. And I think Kettle will hunt twice, and then Barney, what can you do? You are useless. He can't do anything. Ugh. Okay, well, never mind. Let's do witchcraft. We're just going to alternate, I think. Yeah, scouting, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just do scouting there, and I think that should be fine. Okay, so let's make camp. Okay, there you go. Everything is kind of being successful. There we go. Yep, there we are. Fantastic. 7 of your herdmen have become well rested. Your scouts have found something of interest nearby. And there you go. So we've actually found scouted area. So we can go into that if we so desire. But as it stands right now, I think it would probably be a good idea for us just to go to Reba, as that is our objective. So I'm going to be taking Asleaf into this now, because I think that Idis has obviously, joined us with the Ancient Grave. So it's not really necessary for her to really join us. And he is disgruntled. Yes, he does not like us one bit. That's a bit sad, isn't it?
This town goes on forever.
Have you never been to Ribe before?
Has Hulda ever left Skjern? You're a grown woman. Are you not allowed to leave on your own? Hulda can't prevent me anymore, but I don't know. I feel obligated towards her. It's a generous thing, what you've done for her over the years. Fair is fair, you know.
Ah, right, okay, so there's a little bit of backstory with Roskva there, and we can speak to this young boy here. A young boy stands before a stall packed with crates and baskets full of bent and broken metal, pelts rolled up and haphazardly stacked, and coils of hemp rope and horsehair string and other pieces of unidentifiable junk. He beams when you come near and casts a glance at his father in the back of the tent, who motions encouragingly in your direction. Highly esteemed warrior, welcome into our humble tent. My name is Nipley. How may I serve you today? Yes, okay. So, yes, he has a bit of a lisp there, but that's okay. Okay, so let me see what you have. Aren't you a little young? You still hide? Right, aren't you a little young? It's not a problem. Dad's right back there. I'll get him if there's trouble. Okay, I totally screwed that. I'm Barney. Nice to meet you. Alright, so that's it. That's literally it. Okay, so perhaps some other time. Okay, well, it seems like these are the merchants of the area. A well-dressed woman in her mid-40s stands between two stalls. A pair of young men are loading sacks and baskets from one of the stalls onto a cart. The trader greets you with a polite smile. Step right up, my good man. If you're looking for food or medicine, you've come to the right place. Where'd you get your goods? My sons and I collect goods from several small villages to the south. The profits are shared among the farmers. Our herbal remedies are made by my aunt Gunlaug. She's a wise old woman well versed in every imaginable affliction. Right, okay, so perhaps some other time. Right, so we can obviously trade here if we so desire. I have no idea how the trading works or anything like that. And, oh, what's going on here? Speak. Oh, a portly man with receding hair, dressed in several layers of fine furs, waves at you as you pass through the market. Honorable warrior, a moment of your time, please. Okay, so he's calling us back. I did not interact with him, or did I interact with him? I'm not entirely sure. Now, I have heard that you can upgrade your homestead. Obviously, right now, I don't think I can actually do that. As far as I'm aware, I have no idea. I mean, it hasn't told me anything about upgrading the homestead or anything like that. So I can only assume that after we have done this, and after we return back to the village or something along those lines, after we do that, then that is when we will gain the ability to do that, perhaps. I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I see you travel with a retinue that marks you as a man of high standing. My name is Yardar Jan Skegerson. I am a merchant trading in ironworks from the east. I recently bought a house near the docks and moved here, hoping to establish trade routes to Frisia, perhaps even beyond. Okay, get to the point. He clears his throat, looking slightly startled. The short version then. I bought a house here, but it's occupied by the rats. The Jarl and her men have been no help. I'm looking for someone willing to tackle the problem. Yes, very well. I don't see why I shouldn't aid you. A few rodents won't pose a problem. Yardar's sigh of relief billows from his lips as a plume of steam in the frosty air. Oh, thank you, magnanimous warrior. I implore you to return here when my house is cleared of the rats, and it's safe for me to move in. I will be waiting with bated breath. Right, so I know what this quest is all about. Kill the rats, it says. Right, yeah, I do know what this quest is all about. So we're going to go and just do that real quick, because it seems like, you know, maybe it would be nice to gain some skill points. I think we will probably gain some skill points from doing it at the very least. So let's go down here and see what's going on. Yes, hello. Yardar's directions take you to a set of small homes not far from the market. The walls are dirty, the doorways skewed, and one of the roofs has several large cracks. A group of young men and women dressed in rags are loitering about the courtyard. The oldest of them, a boy of perhaps 15 or 16, gets up and saunters over when you enter. Hey, you lost, old man. We're not interested in company. Okay, sorry, my young man. Let me just rest my arthritic 25-year-old legs a moment before I leave. Relax, kid. I'm just here to address a rat infestation. His gaze wanders appraisingly over your head. That's funny. You're a funny guy. He doesn't look particularly amused. He glances back at his friends, and one by one they each get up, but nobody moves towards you. So, you're a rat catcher, eh? Just here to get rid of the vermin? Ah, I get it now. You're the rats. Aye, you're a sharp one, all right. He wipes his nose in an already rather crusty sleeve. You can try and catch us if you fancy a chase, but lots of people have tried and we're still about, yeah? Okay, so let's have a look. How can I convince you to leave peacefully? Unless you find us another place to live, we're staying right here. You can run us out like the last people that the hog belly sent. We'll just be back when you're gone. Alright, so finesse. I can kill him instantly, but obviously I do not have good finesse. To your head, make sure no one escapes. Go on then. Who are you, kids? Okay. Who are you, kids? What are you, slow-witted? We're the rats. You said so yourself. Okay, so apparently I do not have any opportunity. Yeah, well, I'll give this some thought. Okay, so it is find a way to remove the rats from Yardar's property. Okay, so technically I can now... You accepted the task of helping him get rid of the rats so he can move into the house. Okay, so if I want to be real quick about this, I can just kill them. I think I might just do that. Let's do it. Alright, so here we go. Now, obviously, yeah, obviously these guys are going to have some pretty decent attacks, but they're not really going to be able to deal with us, I don't think. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I am being flanked every single time, which is kind of annoying. But, yeah, I kind of just want to make it so that we get our skill points, and then we move on. I don't really want to go around trying to find a place for them to live. I'd rather just get, you know, the recruiting of the various herdmen that we require for our main quest over with, and then we can go back to our village and see what's going on there. I think it's quite important to get that done, so we're going to try and do that. Anyway, let's just hopefully have them all finish attacking Barney all the time. Ugh, they really do not like him, obviously. Anyway, let's... Oh my, yes. They're going to die very, very quickly, aren't they? Okay, so Nefia is just absolutely insane. Gonna just kill one instantly. And, oh yeah, I should probably, you know, turn off, you know, the attacks. You know, the, what is it? The killing attacks, the lethal attacks, that is. Okay, so hopefully I can just attack this. Attack one of them at the very least. I'm gonna just probably heal with Roskva here as well. Okay, so Asleaf can run over here. Unfortunately, Asleaf is not really very good at damaging things. So I'm just going to actually stab with Roskva right now. And I know that we can use her sling if we so desire, but I kind of felt like the sling was not really necessary, so I'm kind of just going to, you know, leave her with the stabby. I kind of like stabbing with her anyway, so I don't really mind too much. Okay, so can I shoot anyone? Yeah, I could shoot that guy. Nice, nice. Okay, everything seems to be very, very good. Oh, ensure that no enemies reach the highlighted area. Where is the highlighted area? Well, I have no idea. But it doesn't really matter, I suppose, because I don't think they are going to reach the highlighted area. I mean, if they run past us here, surely they're... Oh, wow, they're just going to attack. Okay. Yeah, so Barney definitely needs to be healed. Oh, a tactical move. Oh, well, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we'll just heal with Barney, and that's going to heal all the way up to maximum, which is really nice. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so Barney can obviously just attack. No problem at all. Take him out. And then obviously Gunnar. There we go. Lovely damage. And then Nefia. Right, is that it? Yep, there we go. Okay, that was very quick, wasn't it? Yes, that was very quick and easy. And they're all incapacitated, so I didn't kill them at the very least. So I suppose that's good. You know, because maybe they'll think twice about doing whatever it is they were doing, you know, beforehand. I mean, I don't really want to be mean like this. You know, I don't really want to be mean, but they didn't really want to reason with me. And obviously I could have found them alternate, you know, housing or whatever the case may be, but obviously I don't really have the time for that, or do I? Do I have the time for that? I don't know. I didn't really want to sort of, you know, do that. So anyway, let's just go here. Did you deal with the rats? We gave them an ass-kicking they won't forget soon. He claps his hands together, startling a couple of crows off a nearby tree. Very good. That'll teach those little shits. As soon as I've taken stock of my new property, I'll have one of my friends bring the promised reward to your people. You shake on it, and without wasting another moment, Yardar sets off towards his new home. I actually wouldn't have minded killing that guy, to be honest. Well, never mind. Okay, so let's see. We now need to speak to Skallagrim, of course. Being the most powerful woman in Denmark, Ranhild has a second longhouse just for her herdmen. Warriors from all over the north come here to seek work and to train with her renowned Huskarls. You recognize Skallagrim from your father's funeral feast. The tall man is Ranhild's bannerman and lover, and he never leaves her side. He raises a hand in greeting. "Oh there, Barney, I greatly enjoyed myself at your feast, especially the show you put on at the end. You fight well." Well, it was a good feast, and one I won't be able to match again for some time. When I host another one, you will be invited. "I'm glad to hear it. You sure know how to brew up mead in there. In Skjern, or wherever your place is. I'm being disrespectful for some reason." Yeah, that was my bad. "Drink that good is dangerous, but it's a danger I gladly face. Tell me, what brought you to Reba today?" "I'm looking to hire crew for my ship." Skallagrim scratches his beard pensively. "You've chosen a bad time to recruit. Mercenaries have no trouble finding low-risk work at the moment, what with the trouble in the marsh." What trouble?" "People have been disappearing in those marshes for years, but it's gotten a lot worse lately, as many as a dozen disappearances over the last 2 months." "Oh no." "Entire trade caravans simply vanish in there. The whole city is awash in rumours of lantern men, man-eating witches, and other such nonsense. If your interest goes beyond idle curiosity, I suggest you ask Ranhild about it. She's been trying to find people willing to do something about it." Okay, well, yes, that's a problem, isn't it? Right, so basically, what we need to do is go to the marshes. Fantastic. Okay, so I guess I can go all the way down here. And I think I need to, this is the thing, I think I need to kind of explore what the trading is all about. I'm really, really bad in general at, trading and things, so, in certain games like this. So I'm going to try and do a little bit better. This time around, Reba's town cry is an energetic young woman with fiery red hair. Her sharp features are dotted with freckles, and her smile spells mischief. Her trained voice carries easily across the din of the market. The Scourge looks at you expectantly as you approach her. Alright, so what news lately? Okay, where might one find crew for a warship? She points off to the northwest towards the harbor. Over yonder is a longhouse used by... Yes, well, we've already gone there. Okay, so yeah, it seems like we are probably going to need to head to the waypoint. And that will then take us to the marsh, and then we will be able to rid whatever it is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Apparently I don't need to go to the waypoint just yet, because obviously we do need to speak to Ranhild first, don't we? The guard on the right is lanky, blonde, and doesn't seem to really have eyebrows. "Fucking freezing out here." The one on the left is a large man, round-faced and with doleful eyes. "Standing in the cold while they talk around the fire." "It's no job for a fighting man." "Boredom." "Teeth chattering." They cease their belly aching and look at you. "Do Jarl Ranhild's Huskarls usually complain this much?" "Maybe if you were stood here in the cold all day." "Watching people come and go, no glory or even just a good fight to be had." "Maybe you'd complain too." Well, let's have a look here. "Children complain, the best among us act." "And do what? We can't leave sight of the longhouse door." "You'll figure something out." The two guards give each other a long, laconic look. Look around the yard. A table is laden with warm food, steaming still in the cold air. Against the wall of the longhouse, a row of casks stand tapped and ready. Why is there a feast prepared but no one at the tables? "The Jarl is seeing a visiting Godai and his followers all the way from Glavendrup, I think." "He's a pale fellow. No wonder when him and his didn't want to eat or drink." "A right shame. All this food and drink with no one to eat it." "A right shame. It really shouldn't go to waste from this, and simply taking from it would be wrong." Ah. Right. Okay, so I made a mistake, or... Oh, no, I apparently didn't make a mistake. Okay, so I thought they were actually going to stop me from entering here, so I needed a distraction, or I thought I might have needed a distraction, but I didn't. So that's fantastic. Ranhild the White politely stands when you approach her seat and clasps your wrist with a firm grip. Welcome to Reba, Barney. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Yes. Okay, so I seek your permission to recruit a crew. For an expedition? I won't stand in your way, but the warning I gave your father extends to you as well. Stay in known territory if you value your life. Thane School encroaches upon my territory. I am forced to seek aid elsewhere. A troubling accusation. Are you able to prove it? I'm working on it. Meanwhile, I'm simply here to assemble a crew. Put word out at my barracks that you're seeking a crew. Mercenaries are often found there, sparring with my Heerdman. Well, that's the thing. I do need to do the marsh thing. I wish for people to travel safely to and from our city. If this isn't dealt with soon, Reba's reputation will suffer. A bounty of silver belongs to anyone with the courage to seek out and solve this problem. I'm not afraid. Allow me to deal with this task. There we go. So we now have a new quest. And I've come to trade. I've dealt with the rats. I wasn't aware you were looking into the problem. Dare I ask how you solved that? You'd better not. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. Okay, I've come to trade at your market. Very good. As always, we shall be glad to have your business. Alright, okay, so I thought she was actually going to give me, like, a bit of a, a couple of hints about the trading system. I might have to do a little bit of research on that, because last time I tried to do it, I basically didn't trade any of my stuff, and I wanted their stuff for free, basically. So I made a pretty big error in that respect. But anyway, I think we are probably going to be ending this episode off here. Next time we're going to be going to the Monsters in the Marsh quest, because that seems to be the only way we will be able to recruit extra Heerdmen. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.